Hey, hey, hey! How's it going today? It's Tyler here. Today I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what happened over the weekend. So, over the weekend, I flew to Virginia, got on an airplane, didn't know when I was coming home again, or something like that. I went to my school, it was Liberty University, where I graduated, so I'm now officially done with my undergrad career. Thank you. Thank you. Too much. Too much. Thank you so much. Thank you. But yeah, so I'm done with school now, so now I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do and pay off my student loans. Woo! On the way to Virginia and also the way home, I realized something that people do when they are flying on airplanes. And it happens before the flight takes off. We go, we find our seat, sit down if we're the first person in our row. And then it starts. And what it is, every single person, I think, subconsciously does it, whether you know it or not. Once you sit down, it begins. The wait. The wait for whoever else is to sit in your row. And so you're sitting down, you're acting like you're not really looking at anyone walking by, but you're looking at every single person that does. Trying to make snap judgments on whether or not they're going to be a good person to sit next to or not. Hoping not to sit next to people that are going to be super big, so you're not cramped up in like a little corner, like stuck against the wall, like, ah! Or you're not having like a person like drooling on you. Or falling asleep on you. I mean, those are just no good. And so you're sitting down, and what happens is you grab the Sky Mall magazine and you're flipping through it. You're watching people as they go by, flipping through the magazine, watching people as they go by, flipping through the magazine. And the first person, they're coming by, and there's a super, super, super big guy or girl. And you're like starting to pray. You're like, Jesus, please, dear Lord Jesus. Even if you don't pray ever, you're just coming out with these random prayers. Dear the good Lord, thank you so much for blessing me with the opportunity to travel, and please don't let me sit next to this person. And thankfully, he answers your prayers, and they go past you. After that, the people keep on passing by, and what happens? The worst case scenario ever. You start hearing the noise that no one wants to hear in a small enclosed area that you can't get away from. And this is the sound of a crying baby. But the baby stops. The lady, she's looking back and forth, up and around at the different aisle numbers, gets to your row and says, "Excuse me, this is my seat." But it gets better. So the baby's not crying right now. The baby is not crying right now. You're like, okay, I can do this. The baby's fine. It's gonna be quiet the entire time. I'm gonna get up out of my seat because of course you're in the aisle and there's someone in the window seat and and the baby and the mom or dad or whoever it is stuck in the middle seat. You get up, they sit down, and then you sit down. And right when you sit down, what happens? Without a fail, every time the baby starts to cry. And I'm not just talking about whimpering crying or like got some tears, needs to go to bed cry, but I mean full on deuced their diaper, and it's getting real up in here. To all you mothers and fathers who bring their children on a plane, don't let your baby cry. At school, I had graduation, and then we went and drove to some family friends, which were like 2-3 hours away. During that time, we stopped. My dad was super tired. He said that he wanted to take a nap. Ain't nobody got time for that. I mean, come on, let's be real. Ain't nobody got time. I don't want to be sitting in a car. There was a Food Lion next to the store that we stopped at. I thought it was a brilliant idea to get my dad some energy drinks. I went and got 2 NOSes, one for him and one for me. And then I brought it upon myself to videotape the experience after my dad, who normally doesn't drink caffeine, decided to drink the NOS and drive the rest of the way. For your viewing pleasure, here is the car ride to Newport News. It's like taking a road trip with your parents. Most people avoid it. Some cherish it. I'm scarred from it.
It's more than just that. NOS has been very, very good to me. Fruit in my lips.
special kind of guy.
Come on, babe, dance with me.
Hello there. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare
I'm right
to
here.
die.
I'm not dead. Nobody killed me.
You may kill my father.
I fell in love. Yeah, babe. You're not dancing with me. A heartbeat sound as leaves turn brown. We can be together, babe.
Yep.
Everybody now. Sweet home. Sweet home, Alabama. Where skies are blue. Sweet home, Alabama. I'm coming home to you.
That's my dad, everyone. If you liked what you saw, or if anything made you laugh, give it a thumbs up or subscribe down below. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you didn't, well, I'm sorry, not sorry, sorry, not sorry. Keep on keeping on. And stay tuned till next week's episode. Yeah, doing things. Ta-da! And folks, that's all she wrote.